Who gets popular and why? Who gets censored? Who gets investigated? Who gets ignored? Who picks the winners and losers? What kind of mechanism would be needed to enable self-control on a mass scale? The money needed is secrecy, collaboration. It's like a shadow government, one that is carefully choreographing a political atmosphere. The topics we fight over, the enemies we hate, the issues each side adopts. When everything becomes digital, like voting for instance, how much easier is it to manipulate a diabolical machine versus an old paper ballet? It's like the difference between local newspapers and Facebook. The more technically sophisticated it gets, the easier it is to hide the manipulation, the easier it is to lose important voices in the noise. Centralization, concentration of power enables an increasingly small amount of people direct control over your reality, what you think is real and what is not. The brainwashing the average person in our society goes through is enormous. It has created an army that gives us consent, while also providing the labor to enforce to build a system that enslaves them. The same system that they go out and protest against, the same system that imprisons them unjustly with kangaroo courts, with agents that have a political motive. A system that loves show trials and making an example. A system that exploits them at every turn. Colleges that indoctrinate, not educate. A debt-based system that keeps people on a leash, working 2 jobs just to survive. People spend most of their time in the matrix, in the mindset of working for someone else and only taking 2 weeks a year for themselves. In some resort, so much of what they do is just running in a hamster wheel. What people talk about is brainwashing from the latest TV show, or the carefully manipulated talking points from deep state operators, or any given narrative. It's a theater that they can never stop watching or understand, because in every direction they look, it's just the theater of the mind that they have been programmed with. A hologram reality that is projected by their interpretation of the world, one they enforce on others. Prison is a place no one should ever be in, unless they're actually hurting people. Even then, society has a responsibility to help them, as they are a product of society. Filling prisons is sick, it's evil. How someone can cage another human being for 20 years for taxes or drugs is insane. How they feel justified in doing it is even worse. An entire system of threats waiting to fall on each one of us with no mercy. If people think it's just supposed to be this way, that it has to be, or society will collapse. In childhood we hit, we steal, we do all sorts of things that if an adult did, they would go to prison for years. We didn't need years in jail to reform us. The prison planet is what they've designed. You are helping them build by your acquiescence, your acceptance of the status quo. Wake the fuck up, blindfolded sheep.